Hello and welcome to PT Live. Today we ask the question, in the race for global talent, can Poland compete? We have with us as a guest today Anna Wicha, who is General Director of Adecco Poland, the international human resources consultancy, and also President of the Polish Human Resources Forum. Together with INSEAD Business School and Tata Communications, the Adecco Group publishes an annual GTCI index, that's Global Talent Competitiveness Index. They've done this for the last 6 years, so they have lots to compare with. Welcome, Anna.
Welcome.
Once upon a time, there were enough people to fill the jobs. Now across the world, there's a kind of scarcity of talent and massive competition between countries, cities and businesses to attract and keep their top employees. If anything, competition is getting more and more fierce, especially in Poland. For 6 years, the INSEAD Business School, Tata Communications and the Adecco Group have compiled the Global Talent Competitiveness Index. This is also known as GTCI. This is to measure how countries and cities attract, grow and retain talent. Poland has fallen down the GTCI rankings for the second year in a row. Why is this?
Yes, thank you that we are raising this subject because we as Adecco, we really think this is very, very important. We are very proud that we can, for the first time, prepare some kind of research where we are collecting more than 20 countries and we are really checking the same parameters, the same indicators, in the case to show the governments how we can more clever manage the talents in the countries. So, taking into consideration the results of Poland, we are falling down. We are falling down second year in a row. This is something what should, let's say, start to this is a kind of red light for our government, because if you look at the market, which are the environmental conditions, which are the economical conditions, we are growing. We are growing, everybody is happy, employment is going down, we are using our resources as much as possible, but at the end of the day, this is not super healthy growth. And we can see, first, we have got a big shortage of candidates, and at the end of the day, we cannot, probably you, not me, we cannot say one program, one special activity, how we would like to protect this kind of demographical changes for future. Program 500 plus will not help tomorrow, will not help in 5 years when the investments are coming and we will be not able to deliver candidates.
Mm-hmm. Which industries and which businesses are suffering most from this lack of talent?
We have got several industries. If you ask the business people, they will always say we are looking for the people and there are not enough. Yes, the question is only if you are taking into consideration, let's say, production people, the pure operators, forklift drivers, mechanical people. These are the most, let's say, these are the most shortage candidates from the market. If you are also saying about the businesses which we are really proud of, like IT developers, we have got a lot, but still there are hundreds of thousands of them which we may use if we have them.
Mm-hmm. Is this an issue for all the cities in Poland?
This is the issue for all the cities. Of course, we have got the economical zones where we have got the loss of the most of our companies, the most of the investments, and the shortage there and the gap there is the most significant.
Right. In these economic zones around the country?
Exactly. In the economic zones or in the specific clusters. So, like we know there are some IT clusters, there are some shared service centers where we have massive investments and in the same time we have massive gaps.
Okay. So how should Poland best grow, attract and retain this talent?
We are not so bad if you are saying, if we are taking into consideration growing of talents, because our formal education was marked on the 27th place around 120 companies, so this is not bad. Exactly, countries, sorry. This is not bad. So we can be proud also that we are able to grow with women, which is not exactly the same all over the world. So in these two categories, we are really good. But the problem is coming out where we are speaking about growing of these talents We know exactly how many young people are leaving our country just when they finish the education. What does it mean? They are really self-confident that they can find the job almost everywhere. Of course, language and the communication is the critical part. But if they know foreign languages, they are super happy they can manage their life probably everywhere. So we are not able as a country to protect our talents, to open for them the opportunities to grow. And I'm speaking here about the cooperation between business and education, or business and public sector. This is marked almost close to the 100 position between 120 countries, which is not bad. And also the cooperation between employee and employer. This is based on mostly on the labor code rules, on the some kind of mindset of the business people, you know. That
what do you mean exactly by competition between employee and employer?
This is not a competition. This is a cooperation between employee and employer. Yes, that we are going in the same direction. There is a vision of the company. There is a mission, and the employee is, let's say, a part of the story which he is creating together with the owner of the company or with the manager of the company.
And is that good in Poland or not so good?
No, this is exactly not good. And also management of the professionals is also not good. So as a country, we should also think in the direction of the, let's say, life conditions. Why Switzerland is so good? Switzerland is number one, and all the Nordic countries, 4 Nordic countries, are in the top 10.
Okay, and you mentioned about the younger generation feeling confident to go out into the world, that they can get a good job. Is this different as well? Because you do notice, I mean, different to how it used to be, because you do notice a real confidence in the younger generation. Of course, previous generations of Poles went abroad, but usually to do manual labor and this sort of thing. But this generation, is it a different generation?
Now it's a bit different, yes. Young generation is not so, again, let's say, if you are speaking about people after studies, about graduates, they are not going again to wash the dishes in some restaurants, yes. We have got a lot of, internet is open, yes, so they can find the job before they leave, let's say. So in this case, they can check, they can tweet, they can also test, let's say, they can find easily the opinions about the future manager or the future company. So in this case, they are much more safe and they are much better prepared before they leave. Of course, the decision is if they leave forever or if they leave just to taste a little bit how the things are going on outside. And in some cases, they are coming back really as advanced people, as managers, and they are, let's say, working for the growth of Poland, which is, I think, the best possible version. We are also supporting the Erasmus programs, etc. But this is not always like that. Sometimes we are losing really super talented people. If you look at the boards of the companies, top companies, everywhere we can find Polish people somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Again, it may only be the big cities, but you do hear more foreign languages spoken. You do meet many more students and employees who are from all around Europe. And then, of course, Ukrainians, lots of Ukrainians coming. Is this something that can be encouraged more, or is it a significant factor in plugging the recruitment gap, the talent gap?
There are very nice local initiatives like in Gdansk, like in Wrocław, actually also in Krakow, how we are adapting these people to the actual conditions. And this is connected also with this country attractiveness for the talents, because actually we have got a lot of people who are coming to Poland but without specific competences, let's say, or with the low competences versus these kind of competences which we really need. Switzerland, which is the best in the ranking, is really managing it in the clever way. They are super open for the candidates, but these candidates that they really need, which is connected with the vision of the country, which is connected with the business objectives, which is connected with the healthy growth which they decided to have. The same is about Canada, for example. It's very easy to be transferred to Canada, to start to live there, but you have to have competences, very clear competences.
Can you give me an example of maybe one initiative from Gdansk or Wrocław, one of the cities that you mentioned, which are positive?
Yeah, for example, Gdansk has got a person who is, or let's say person or a department, so it is manager who is first measuring how many external people they have got in their territories. They are checking the conditions, how they live, they are how they are accommodated, how they are living, how they are treated from the business perspective also, not exactly like a labor inspection, but rather from the human rights, let's say, just to be positive and to come back to the country with the positive messages. Okay, around Gdańsk you can find really a good job with the really nice working conditions. Also the same from the legal perspective, from the tax perspective. They have got some kind of welfare officer who can help you if the business is not helping you, if you are alone. Because there are few categories of the immigrants. People who are coming in the groups, and it's more easy to manage them also from the business, and some of them who are coming alone. Mm-hmm. And in this case, if you have the, let's say, the number of the telephone where you can say, or you can check, you can find some help, these are these initiatives. So they are just managing mm-hmm. them. They know exactly how many of these people are on their territories.
You mentioned about the education system. I mean, Poland is quite well known for having good results and a strong work ethic and in many ways a very good education system. But what can be improved in the education system to produce potential employees for high-tech companies, for highly skilled jobs?
A lot can be improved, yes.
Maybe in a nutshell. I know it's a big topic. But
just few topics starting from the beginning. Let's look how the program is organized. Yes, we are teaching people how to remember or what they should remember. We are not giving them the chance to use this knowledge next day. So we are probably you also remember a lot of things from school. Yes, dates, people, etc. And you are not using this on the daily life. If you look again to the Scandinavian countries, this is the pure difference. Then we can speak what we have to learn exactly, what is really needed, what is not needed. Some kind of soft skills. We are not teaching people about ourselves, about our mentality, about our ability to change, what is good in us, what is not good in us. Everybody is a talent somehow. And if you look at some people, we lost something what we called ethos of work. So very good forklift driver, he should be proud that he is really good in his category of talents. Someone who is a miner, someone who is a doctor, there are in different categories and then they can be masters in different categories. We lost this ethos of work. We produced millions of students and we were not able to use them in the proper way later. So it also produced a kind of losing of the confidence. I am a student, I cannot work exactly as I expected, as it is expected by my family. This created a lot of problems. Now we are coming back to the vocational education.
So we're coming back, and Poland is coming back to a more vocational.
Finally, we are coming back to the vocational education, but it will be very difficult to rebuild in the mindset of the people that if you are very good as the painter, as I said, as the forklift driver, as the mechanical operator, you can be proud. Really, your job is guaranteed. And last point, this is the part of soft skills. As I said, ability to change. Change is something natural in our life. We should accept it. Somehow, if something is changing in our life, especially connected with the job, we feel guilty, we feel not prepared enough, etc. And always we expect from the employer to provide us additional training, to provide us additional job, promotion, etc. In the other countries, again, if we are speaking about Scandinavian countries, they create people and they expect them to manage their careers. So we should be responsible for our careers, not our company, not our job provider, let's say. Actually, we have got the tendency to different, let's say, potential kind of work, yes? Like a job sharing. In job sharing, we will have 3, 4, 5 employers who should be able to manage our career. So that transfer of mentality should be done and should start from the kindergarten, then school, and the rest. Then people should feel it, and okay, we as providers of long life education, so it can be under responsibility of local authorities, we can again remind people how to do it and keep them strong, because only strong people can build the strong environment, strong economy, etc. If you are weak, we will be always losing.
Okay. Well, Anna, Wicha, thank you very much for sharing your insights.
Thank you a lot. Thank you.